Hi everybody, Steve Moak, CEO, founder. Check us out at BetterDrugTest.com. Today I want to talk about the point of care cup, a very, very common drug and alcohol test that is often used with parents at home. So pros and cons to this. First thing, cheap. Con, you get what you pay for. So a point of care cup, or those rapid at-home tests, they look like this, right? We went ahead and purchased some directly from our competition. So how this works is you can buy it off Amazon, you can buy it directly at CVS, Rite Aid, and Walmart. Now, the first thing is you and your son, daughter, husband, wife now have to go into a bathroom together, and you have to actually physically observe that person providing the sample into this cup. That is an archaic, just terrible process that one day I think we're going to look back and go, how was this ever an acceptable practice? Let's say that you have done that, because if you don't, now how valid are those results? Because there's synthetic urine, additives, dilution. There are prosthetic devices that people can buy and actually fill up with synthetic urine, all to cheat these very easy to cheat tests. Then you factor in the false positive rates. So, but let's say you did all of that. Now you've got urine in the cup. Now comes the fun part. We put the lid back on. Now I'm looking at all these little strips and looking to see if I'm pregnant or not. Just kidding. I'm just trying to see. Here's how the results key works. Easy to understand, right? Yeah, not at all. So what you're looking for is if there is a positive, then there is a line. If there's not a positive, and then there's a third choice of invalid. So if your loved one is using drugs or alcohol and you're considering sending someone to inpatient, outpatient, residential, wilderness treatment, do you want to trust that $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 decision to a point of care cup? Yeah, I didn't think so. Between false positives, observed collection, hard to use results, there's no way that I would be trusting these types of important decisions to a point of care cup. Check us out at BetterDrugTest.com. We do what's called DNA-confirmed at-home drug and alcohol testing. What does that mean? We ship a test right to your front door. Requires no observed collection. You do a one-time observed buccal swab, just one time, of an inside the cheek swab. Then the client provides their sample from the privacy of their own home. No observed collection required whatsoever for that sample. You take the urine in the one-time buccal swab, put it into a prepaid UPS bag that's overnighted back to our lab, and within 48 hours of receiving that sample, we post a quantitative confirmation result directly to a HIPAA-compliant portal that you will have access to view. You will see the levels of drugs and alcohol. Wouldn't it be nice to know the level of use and maybe if that use is decreasing as well too? We then take the DNA from that buccal swab and the DNA extracted from the urine, and we make sure that those samples match. So what we do is we make sure that that person provided that sample. We don't do anything else with that DNA. How do we know that? Because we've run thousands and thousands of samples. Want an even greater level of protection? Go ahead and use an alias with our drug and alcohol test. We don't care. We want you to provide the most discreet test available on the market today. Find out more. Check us out on BetterDrugTest.com. If you need to know, please check us out at BetterDrugTest.com and use this method of testing. Not only will your family help us, the person who's providing the test will like this method, but you're going to get a more accurate result as well. Thank you so much for your time.